unfortunately, there was only one real story this week in the footballing world. Obviously, what happened with England in Bulgaria on Monday night. Like from a fan's perspective, whether you're watching it on TV, whether you've been sat in a stand, what did that actually feel like, or what does it feel like if you're in that kind of place as a fan?
I mean, for me personally, watching that particular game, I thought it was disgusting. Just seeing it, knowing that, half the stadium was closed off. Majority of their fans weren't even in there. And then you've got this group of ultras who have come in and made it their prerogative to come in and just disturb this game, no matter what. And even when it went on the tannoy and you saw them leaving as a collective, the whole experience and just watching it was weird.
It wasn't surprising though. That's the
scary
I can't
thing.
say, can you say you're surprised, like, when it happened?
No,
I wasn't
wasn't
shocked
surprised.
at all. Like, when I go to it's weird because I was thinking even when I go to like a Premier League game, it sounds so strange, but even sometimes if a black player makes a mistake on a pitch, I'm like waiting to hear something.
Even in the Premier League?
Even in the Premier League, yeah. And it sounds crazy, yeah, but I'm just waiting because I know how football and racism, sounds so sad, but you've seen the history of it. I mean, you've played under it. Like, you're waiting for it to happen because a lot of the culture is around that. And when that happened, you're just like, I'm not shocked, like, because it happens, but the thing I thought that they should do, knowing that you're going into a game like that, is what they do they've done it in the Champions League, where they give the stadiums a ban. Like, there's no one allowed in, and the game's just like silence.
Well, they had a part ban, didn't they? That was the issue. I think
and then
it made no sense, really.
Just ban. If you know going into some of these games that the teams are like that, and got a history of that, and they do it, ban them. You're not allowed any fans in for the whole qualification. Because when you get to the actual competition, it's going to be in a different country. So just ban anyone from going in.
I'll go one step further and say ban the nation.
Yeah.
If it continues, don't let the nation play in the tournament.
I don't, because that doesn't. Not every Bulgarian is racist.
Of course
obviously.
not. But then that's the thing.
Yeah, but the few ruin it for the thing. I don't think you should ban the team.
I think that's the only way it's going to stop.
I know what you mean, but I don't feel like that's representative of the whole country.
Maybe not.
That's a bit unfair, banning the team.
Maybe not, but when you see it prevalent in football like that in a particular nation, it's usually an echo of what is happening in society to an extent. It isn't just they show up in football games and this is just it. This reflects what actually is happening in that society more to an extent, maybe in that particular nation. It is bigger than just football, the issues in certain countries.
It's
everywhere, of course.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So we'd have to ban every country.
No, only the countries that are going to this extent, I think. But that's my opinion. And I saw Rhian Brewster talking about it on television, and he echoed the same sentiment. And he's young. Ban a nation.
That's the nation from playing
in the tournament.
I don't think so,
I think the players did really well. They were incredible to be there on the pitch and to have to hear that amount of abuse. Like I was in awe of the players able to be so professional and to carry on. And the fact that they won 6-0, that's all you need to say, really.
That's kind of where I sat on it. When I was seeing the process kind of take place, I was like, I get why these things have been put in place by UEFA in terms of being able to be like kind of that calling the referee over one time, calling the referee over a second time, and then you can walk off the pitch then. I was thinking, do not walk off this pitch. Ram it down their throats how good you are, be as professional as you can be, which is exactly what Amelia is saying that they did. And that's what I kind of loved about it. It's not a nice environment to be in.
At the same time, though, I do think that if they wanted to walk off the pitch, that they should have been
100. I feel like
you can support it.
As a statement. I think that there's no, you shouldn't ask people to stay on the pitch when you're having to deal with that much. Like, you shouldn't be forced 100. Into staying there just to prove a point. But I do think that their decision to stay on, like, you should just stand by whatever they choose to do.
And if they did walk off, the whole team should walk off. There's that famous clip of see Samuel Eto'o. Yeah. Was it Eto'o when he's playing for Barca, I think?
Yeah.
And he's like,
I'm not playing.
You're not playing, but the rest of the team is pulling him back into play.
Kevin Prince Boateng had a similar situation as well, where maybe he didn't get the support at that particular time. But on your point, Craig, because I lean more towards your point with regards to just ban the nation. Yeah. But then my mind just kept going towards that Bulgarian captain, where at half-time, when the whole team go in for a normal half-time team talk, he's took it upon himself to personally go straight over to those ultras and tell them, stop, like, this is not acceptable. And that don't quite sit right with me, that guy doesn't get to perform on an international stage when he has the courage to kind of go and do that. Do you know what I mean? So it's
for
a
me,
fine
it's
balance.
bigger than an individual. And this is the thing, like, once or twice, yeah, we can take these little precautions, these 3-step protocols, these banning half the stadium. But I think when you're a repeated offender as a nation, your fans repeatedly cause the same offence, and they're doing it on this level. Like, we're talking ultras coming in black and really trying to be intimidating and shouting it right behind the goal. I think the whole nation has to be punished, unfortunately, just to get it out.
Forgive me for not knowing his name, but I even have a black player. I swear their
they
right
did,
back
they
was
did.
black.
Yeah, he was,
so what? So he's black and he don't get to play.
That's it.
Like, you can't ban a country, bro. Because there's Bulgarian people that are not racist, that just ain't gone to the game.
I think also the people in the Bulgarian team, the Bulgarian fans, who obviously don't agree with the racism that their other fans are showing, I think they have a responsibility as well to do more with their fellow fans.
Did you get it when you was playing?
Did I get it? Yeah. I mean, especially international level, European level, but mainly international level. I remember one game in particular when we played against Spain in the Bernabeu, and I mean, it was terrible. It was, I mean,
that bad?
Oh my word. So we had like Amelia, Sean Mike Phillips in particular in our team, and the monkey chants that you could hear were so clear. And this is in Spain, by the way. You know, this is, you know, obviously a country down the road that's got a very respected football league within it. We didn't expect their fans to be the way that they were on that particular day, and we didn't have any protocols in place.
Why do you, I mean, because this was only like 10 years ago, so this is like recent. They're saying in terms of history, it's not long at all.
No.
Why do you think they're only coming into play now? Why is it taking
the protocols?
so long? Yeah, why has it taken so long?
No one cares back then. Like, let's be honest. Like,
But that's the question.
People that made
Why?
the protocols, like, I don't think are even black.
So why do they care today?
You know what I mean?
Why do
because
they care
now you
today?
have to.
Social media?
Yeah, you have to care.
Yeah, I
Do you know
think
what I'm saying?
everything's a lot more visual, and obviously it was a shame that it didn't have those things in place now, those protocols, because there were players that came off that pitch, or actually didn't feel they had an option but to stay on the pitch and deal with what was being thrown at them at that particular time. Whereas now, these young black players and the young white players who are just as offended by what's going on the pitch, that everyone's got an option now to kind of walk off or get together and have a chat and deal with it as a team, which is the best thing moving forward.